What's going on, guys? So welcome to Thursday. Finally starting the downswing of the work week here. Guess I got a little busy on here earlier. I figured I'd just go ahead and pop on and do an afternoon stream just to see how it goes. Centennial. Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie, amendment to your clearance to Centennial. Advise ready to copy.
Go ahead for Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie.
Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie, cleared to Centennial Airport. Present position direct to K-Bob. That's Charlie Alpha Bravo Oscar Bravo. Join the Zombies 1 RNAV arrival. If unable, advise.
From present position, direct K-Bob to join the Zombies 1, and we should be able to take that. Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie.
Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie, roger. Cross K-Bob at and maintain 17,000, Denver altimeter 29900.
Say again the crossing restriction for 6 Papa Charlie.
6 Papa Charlie, cross K-Bob at and maintain 17,000.
K-Bob 17, Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie.
Southwest 291, advise the Jackson weather, say approach request when able.
Southwest 291 with information Echo. Request ILS Yankee for the 19er.
Southwest 291, roger, expect ILS Yankee runway 19er approach. I expect that from Dundois.
Expect that. Thank you, Southwest 291.
Southwest 291, cross Dundois at or above 14,000, cleared ILS Yankee runway 19er approach.
Cross the Noir at or above 14,000 and clear for the 19er ILS Yankee, Southwest 291.
Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie, after K-Bob, descend via the Zombies 1 arrival.
After K-Bob, they via the Zombies 1, Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie.
Decided to move this guy off of the Lark's arrival because it actually works a hell of a lot better putting people onto. See if we can pull the track up. So here's Lark's versus this. So Lark's is used simultaneously for Denver as well as satellites, but it's non-RNAV. The new Zombies arrival kind of parallels the track, as you guys can see. So it actually works a little better too, and it sets aircraft up directly onto the final approach course for landing north at Centennial. So it's actually a really great arrival to use if the aircraft are capable of flying it. So it's turbojet only. That's another thing though too, I guess, to keep in mind. But it actually does work a hell of a lot nicer, especially getting aircraft down with the terrain and stuff too. It's a little bit easier. So I figured I'd just go ahead and move them over to that. American 715, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
Over to NorCal approach 121.3, American 715. NorCal approach, American 715's out of flight level 210 for flight level 200, descending via the star.
American 715, NorCal approach, roger. Descended pilots discretion, maintain 12000, Monterey altimeter 3029er.
I will descend at discretion 12000, American 715, thanks.
Yankee 3900, broken arts. Looks like we're going to be on an ILS approach today to San Francisco. American 715 information, Yankees current in San Francisco. Advise when you have that. Expect the ILS runway 28 left approach this afternoon.
I'll expect ILS 28 left, and we've got X-ray. I'll look for Yankee. Thanks, American 715.
Well, let's see if it changed on my end too, because it probably did. Be going backwards a little there, showing Yankee though.
Hey, American 715, just so you know, we do have Yankee at this time.
American 715, okay, roger, thanks. Southwest 291 radar service terminated. Contact Jackson Tower 118.07.
Tower, Southwest 291, thank you. Jackson Tower, good morning, Southwest 291, final runway 19.
Southwest 291 Jackson Tower runway 19, clear to land, wind to 140 at 4.
Clear to land 19, Southwest 291.
Remember 6 Papa Charlie, contact Denver approach on 126.1.
Denver approach 12616 Papa Charlie.
GA enthusiast, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, best bet. Best bet is when you're checking in with initial contact with approach is to check in with the ATIS. You want to try to check the ATIS information about 100 to 150 miles out from your destination, and let the approach control know on initial contact that you have the weather for where you're going. If you have an approach request too, that's a good time to make that request.
5,000 feet via the Zombies 1, and we have Centennial information November.
Number 6, Papa Charlie, Denver approach. Thanks for November, and say approach request if you have one.
And
So
6
you'd
Papa
like
Charlie,
to
if
shoot
we get the ILS runway question, we get the RNAV runway 17 left for 6 Papa Charlie.
6 Papa Charlie, it's actually landing north at Centennial right now. It should be information Papa. I'm sorry, correction. That should be information Oscar.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Could we get the ILS for then runway 35 right for 6 Papa Charlie?
6 Papa Charlie, Roger. Expect ILS runway 35 right. Okay, so he had the code from before, but yeah, I mean that's going to happen too. Sometimes you're gonna get it early enough to where it's just before it switches. But yeah, you should always try to check in on initial contact with the weather or with the ATIS code if you have it.
Oscar.
For 6 Papa Charlie, Roger. So the cool thing about this arrival is this sets him up right for the final approach, or I should say the initial approach fix for P. So basically just clear for the approach, which is great too. So this is a good arrival to use. Landing north at Centennial. Number 707, Charlie Papa, radar contact lost. That American really booked it down to 12,000 too. I wasn't really expecting him to level at 12 so quickly. I was kind of hoping he would level maybe somewhere here by 12. That's fine though. We can just let him truck along at 12. Doesn't even need to be slow too. If he wants to speed up. American 715, if you'd like to go fast, you can increase your speed. I'll have lower for you in about 30 miles.
All right, sure. We'll go up to about 280 if that's all right. Then American 715.
Yeah, that's fine. Notice that if you're using X-Plane built-in ATIS, you can't get it until you're 50 miles out. Yeah, I'm not sure about how X-Plane works, to be honest with you. What we have here, we have an ATIS page, GA enthusiast. We have an ATIS page. It's called myflightroute.com. It's basically, if you go to that website, you should be able to, like, I think it has like an audio that you can play for the ATIS from the pilot side. And we just have to kind of keep it updated on the back end for you guys to take a look at. Sometimes it's not always going to be correct, and sometimes it's hard for us to keep up with it, especially in the West, because things can change a lot. And also, it kind of depends on like how much activity we have at the airport, how much we're keeping up with everything that's going on. Since again, it's just a vast coverage area, but for the most part, it should be fairly accurate. And again, if you want to just check in with us too, just like with the current weather, I'm okay with that too. If you don't have like the same code, that would also work though.
To the left for the terminal.
Southwest 291 taxi via Alpha to the ramp this frequency, so long.
The Alpha to the ramp with you. Thank you. Have a good day. Southwest 291.
Flying Sailor, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, Dan. Thank you so much, man. Awesome, dude. Thank you. Really appreciate the support. It's good having you flying back on the network and stuff too. Sorry, I've kind of missed you lately. It's like it seems like your flights are like not exactly coinciding with my schedule on here. But yeah, it's good to see you back on here, man. Definitely hopefully it's what you're expecting out of it. But yeah, definitely appreciate it so much, man. I'm definitely looking forward to getting to Vegas here. Got a good plan in place for Vegas. I think I'm going to try to get out there for a little bit longer than the convention too. The plan is to try to get there a couple days before and leave like I think on Monday, sometime like Monday evening. So kind of get the chunk of the experience will obviously be the convention itself over the weekend, but try to get a couple days into where we can get out and do some other things. So definitely looking forward to it. Rather have my stream on in the background than live ATC. Okay, I appreciate that. I like to run live ATC in the background myself, actually, when I control sometimes, just to listen to, try to learn some local things that are going on at certain airports. I've been attempting to go facility by facility and try to pick up on little things here and there that we don't have like exact written procedural information for. So it definitely is a time-consuming process, but slowly starting to figure some things out that we didn't have information on before. American 715 descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000, 10,000.
I'll descend at discretion down to 10,000 American 715.
Tonight, I'm done with work. This is just going to be a short stream today, guys. I'll only be on until 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock Central Time. Tonight, though, I have pool leagues. We're coming up on a rapid conclusion of that here, which is kind of nice. I'm looking forward to it actually ending, just because it's a long season. Once that's over, though, after next Thursday, my Thursday night's free up, which means probably be doing some other streaming content. Eventually, I'd like to get into doing some flying, so I'm kind of thinking about setting Thursday nights aside to maybe do some flying, like on PilotEdge and stuff. Do some streams, try to help guide people with communicating with ATC, some things like that. So that's in the works for going forward. Tonight, what I'm going to try to do, I'm not sure if the place that we're playing pool at is going to be most ideal for it, but I'm going to try to set up and do a live stream of our match tonight. We're playing a really fun team. It's a younger team, and it's actually the team that I went to state pool with. I didn't play, but I went with that team to state pool, so I was hanging around them most of the weekend. Really cool guys. A lot of fun. So hopefully, if I can, I'll try to set up and just do a live, an IRL stream for that. So no guarantees, but I'm going to try to set that up. That should be around. We would start around 7 o'clock Central Time if that goes live. So.
We cleared ILS.
6 Pop Charlie, affirmative. At cleared ILS runway 35 left approach. Sorry for the delay.
Cleared ILS 35 left. Gaussian 6 Charlie.
And he's on the final now, so he's right at FERP, so that's perfect. At 6 Pop Charlie, correction. Cleared ILS runway 35 right approach.
I cleared ILS 35. I was about to say Gaussian 6 Charlie.
Getting sidetracked here, sorry. All right, so yeah, FERP is the initial approach fix. The arrival just took him right to that, so he was just asking at FERP to make sure he was cleared for the approach. So, and again, if you guys are waiting for the approach clearance, just do exactly what he did. Just check with us and be like, hey, get that approach clearance. Or 6 Papa Charlie, use caution. VFR traffic 12 o'clock, less than 3 miles southeastbound. Altitude indicates 8,500. Type unknown.
Gaussian 6 Charlie. Traffic inside should be not factor.
Roger. Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie, contact Centennial Tower 118.9er.
Tower 89, Gaussian 6 Charlie.
Robert 707 Charlie Papa, Denver Center.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
7 Charlie Papa, Roger. I just lost you on radar briefly. If you can ident for me, that'd be great.
Okay, certainly no problem. Here's your flash for 7 Charlie Papa.
Centennial Tower, hello, Gaussian 6 Papa Charlie. 8 miles ILS 35 right.
We're 6 Papa Charlie, Centennial Tower, wind 040 at 3, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Runway 35 right, clear to land, Gaussian 6 Papa Charlie.
7 Charlie Papa, radar contact 50 miles north of Rattlesnake. Altitude indicates flight level 280.
Roger, position checks for 7 Papa.
American 715, contact NorCal approach 135.65, 3565.
135.65, NorCal approach from American 715, thanks. NorCal approach, good day, American 715 with you at 10,000.
American 715, NorCal approach, roger, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 8,000.
Oh, descend at discretion to 8,000, American 715.
So yeah, Marcus just told me that it was really busy on here as soon as I got off. He said he had like 13 at one point in the west, which is, I've noticed that though it's kind of been trending that way too. Like earlier in the day, all of a sudden now it's just starting to get busier in the west for some reason. And it's like, it's always been kind of vice versa before where it's like the evenings would pick up. Now the evenings have been slow. Like I did streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night this week, as some of you guys have been on the stream later in the evening, and it's just been really quiet and unusually quiet. Like not really a hell of a lot of anything going on. But now all of a sudden it's like picking up, it's trending towards the daytime again. So I'm not sure what's going on. It's again, I guess this is all why we call it the Wild West. It's just kind of hit or miss. We don't know what to expect half the time. Another thing that I'm trying to do is adjust my schedule a little bit. I'm going to play around with starting a stream a little bit earlier in the evenings. I'll still stick to the original 9 p.m. stuff that I've been doing for consistency's sake, but I'm thinking about actually starting one around 6 p.m. Central Time and running that for about an hour and a half to 2 hours to see, because generally speaking, around those hours, we're starting to see a bit of an increase in like Eastern Coast people jumping on the network, and it does that 2 hour stretch there from 6 to 8 seems to be a little busy. So I don't know if I can try to capture some moments where it's a little bit more entertaining for you guys to watch too. I'll try to do that. So still kind of playing around to see what the best streaming times are going to be for the evening, since it's kind of sporadic at this point. I don't know if anybody watched, saw that the women's U.S. hockey team
San Francisco clearance. United 102 high far down to San Diego Lindbergh.
ended up winning gold. Thought that was pretty cool. There's actually two sisters. United 102 San Francisco clearance. Cleared to San Diego Lindbergh Airport offshore 1 departure Mickey transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID. Departure frequency 135.1, squawk 4161.
United 102 clear San Diego Lindbergh. Offshore 1 Mickey, then it's filed. Coming via the SID. Departures on 135.1 and squawking 4161.
United 102, readback correct, and correction, climb via the SID, except maintained 3,000, so you can expect departure off runway 28 left this afternoon.
Right, coming via the SID, except maintaining 3,000, we're expecting 28 left for departure.
United 102, readback correct. American 715, cross Menlo at or above 4,000, cleared ILS, runway 28 left approach.
Cross Menlo at or above 4,000, cleared ILS 28 left approach, American 715.
Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie, exit right, and say parking. Where do you park today?
Gulfstream 6 Papa Charlie is vacating right, and we'll be taxiing off to Alpha 6 for 6 Papa Charlie.
We're 6 Papa Charlie, roger, taxi to TAC Air via Alpha 6.
Take over the Alpha 6 Papa Charlie. See ya.
Tip. So anyways, yeah, the women's hockey team won gold. I was happy about that. There's two sisters that used to play for the University of North Dakota. I've seen them around town quite a bit, just in and out of places I've been visiting and stuff. They were both raised here in Grand Forks, North Dakota, at the Lamoureux sisters. And actually, Jocelyn is the one that scored the game-winning goal in the shootout. So I thought that was pretty cool. And the goal is fantastic. Like, if you guys haven't watched the replay, it really is cool. I'll pull it up here in a second. But I know Marcus was talking about it on the stream. So we finally did get gold in hockey for something, at least. It looked like the men's team was going to get too far this year. I mean, it doesn't help too that NHL players are not playing this year either. But yeah, definitely was a really, really good game. So I was happy to see that they won. That's going to be cool. I'm sure they're going to do something around town here in Grand Forks once they get back to probably get some pictures with them and stuff with the gold medals. So I might try to see if I can get in on some of that. But I was definitely excited to hear about that this morning. And like I said, I used to go to games all the time at the Ralph here and watch them play before they canned the women's hockey program here at UND. But it was always fun watching them play. Very good players. What I'll do here is see if I can pull this up real quick. All right, here's the recap here. So we'll just wait a second here. I'm going to wait till American gets done before I throw this on. So we'll have a stream tomorrow night too, guys. I'm going to be working a little bit of extra time this week since Keith covered some hours for me last week, so I could get out to State and Bismarck. So tomorrow night I got a stream running from 7 to 10 p.m. Usually don't work on Fridays, so that should be a little different. I'm not sure how Friday nights usually are. It's been a while since I've worked on a Friday night. Have some Saturday stuff going on too, so we'll do about a 2-hour stream on Saturday for PilotEdge, and then Saturday night I'm planning on doing a VATSIM stream for ATC. So we'll hold that for about 4 hours on Saturday evening, at least. Just depends what kind of traffic we'll have turn up to that. And then I'm not sure about Sunday's schedule yet. I got to look and see what's on the schedule. I think most of it was open, so I'll probably end up working a little bit Sunday too. The traded text pilots, yeah. Hopefully not too many. Honestly, last few times I've been on Minneapolis Center, I haven't really had too much of that stuff going on. You know, what I feel bad about, Mickey, is that when I get on center and stuff, like especially after working on here for a 40-hour week, and then I got on open Minneapolis Center, I feel bad because I forget about text pilots all the time. Honestly, my brain is so attuned to not even pay attention to looking for text that like sometimes I'll look down, like I'll look at my text chat box, and I've got 3 messages from a guy that's requested IFR clearance, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, it sucks. It's totally not intentional. It's just the way my brain is wired now to not even pay attention to text. So I do feel kind of bad about that. And that usually only becomes a problem when I'm like kind of busy, like mediocre busy, you know, just to the point where it's like enough to distract me from looking at the text chat. Hope American's planning on turning on to the final here because it looks like he's going through the localizer. American 715, just verify you're turning onto the final. I'm showing you through the localizer about a mile or so. It's still northbound.
Yes, let me do that now, actually. Sorry, I didn't realize the ILS clearance included that permission, actually, to be honest with you. American 715.
American 715, yeah. Menlo is the initial approach fix, so you would just track the approach in from Menlo and then turn on to the final after that. If you need, at this point, you're actually high and you're going to be turning inside of the final approach fix. If you'd like a vector back around, just advise.
I think I'll be okay going to the Duyet intercept or the waypoint on the way in. If I could just, am I allowed also to descend at my discretion?
715, yeah, the approach clearance would include descent as well. Duyet's the final approach fix. I would not recommend, if you don't have the field in sight, I would not recommend just flying it from there since that's going to be basically joining at the final approach fix unless you really want to. Otherwise, like I said, I can just vector you back around, just advise.
Yeah, sure, if you don't mind. And I'll descend to something like 2,000 if that's all right.
American 715. I cancel the approach clearance, maintain 4,000. That'll be for terrain south of the field. Turn left heading 190. Vectors for the approach.
All right, left 190 and we'll maintain 4,000. American 715.
All right, so yeah, that's a big no-no right there. So yeah, after Menlo cleared approach, he read it all back too, but it's like apparently wasn't aware of how that works. So what we're gonna do is just box pattern back around for 2-8 left here. It's a good thing I caught that though. Going through the final was like, yeah, that's not good at all. So yeah, you cleared for the approach again. Initial approach fix. You're gonna want to start descending on the approach as well as tracking the approach course inbound.
Good afternoon, Albuquerque clearance. Delta 2806, requesting IFR clearance to San Diego.
Delta 2806, Albuquerque clearance on request, standby.
Roger that.
Delta 2806, clear to San Diego Lindbergh Airport, Manzano 3 departure, St. John's transition. Venice filed. Climb via the SID, squawk 6731.
Clear to San Diego Lindbergh. Mendoza 3 departure. SJN transition as file. Climb via the SID, squawk 6731. Delta 2806.
American 715, turn left heading 100. And confirm the departure.
Left 100, American 715.
Delta 2806, confirm the departure procedure should be the Manzano 3 departure as filed, as initially filed.
And that's going to be the Manzano 3 as filed. And climb via the
I'm
SID,
not sure if I'm
squawk
pronouncing that correctly,
6731,
honestly. I don't know if
2806.
anyone's from Albuquerque and has a better way to pronounce that, just let me know. Delta 2806, read back correct. That's another thing too that you can't get from reading SOPs is figuring out how people pronounce like some of the fixed names and the VOR names and departure names. These are all things too that like you can't get from reading an SOP. You have to kind of just know or know somebody that's from the area. We have an entire pronunciation guide that's in our forum for like some of the weirder VOR names and stuff too, just because well, they're just easy to mispronounce and all. So what's going on, Das UD? I'm not going to try to butcher your name. Sorry. American 715, verify altitude. Last assigned 4,000, indicating 3,200.
I do see that 3,200 is correct. Let me send my mistake. American 715.
American 715, roger. Maintain 4,000.
San Francisco ground, United 102 at spot 8 with Yankee, ready for taxi.
United 102, San Francisco ground, runway 28 left, taxi via Alpha, Foxtrot. Hold short at runway 1 left at taxiway Foxtrot. Contact the tower there.
Two 8 left via Alpha Foxtrot will hold short of 1 left at Foxtrot and will contact the tower there, United 102.
Dasudea? Dasudea? Okay. All right, thanks, man. American 715, turn left, heading 010.
Left 010, American 715.
I'll do my best to remember that. All right, so hopefully second try here we'll get this. Again, the problem that occurred with American, if you guys are just joining in the stream here, is that while he was cleared for the full approach after Menlo, read it all back, and unfortunately didn't really fully understand what that meant. So ended up going through the localizer to the north, and then when we were questioned about it, we had to end up canceling the approach clearance and just box patterning back. So just going to base here, one more turn to final. Again, if you guys have a question or concerned about something, if you're not sure, with the full approach clearance, exactly what that means that you can do, make sure that you ask about it ahead of time. American 715, turn left, heading 310, intercept the runway 28 left, localizer, track and bump.
Turn left, heading. I'm sorry, could I get the heading once more? We're
American 715, turn left, heading 310, intercept runway 28 left, localizer. American 715, heading 310, intercept runway 28 left, localizer.
Heading 310, intercept 28 left, localizer, American 715.
So American 715, you're 2 miles from Rockme, cross Rockme at 4,000, cleared ILS, runway 28 left, approach.
All right, I see that too. We're 2 miles from Rockme, and we're cleared on the ILS 28 left approach. Thanks a lot for your help, American 715.
If not by an IFD, primarily box pattern. Well, it just depends. I mean, it depends where they're coming in from. So when I say that, well, all I'm indicating by that is that since he went across the localizer, I just decided to go back to the south and box pattern back around to re-intercept the localizer. So that's just like a term that we'd use. Just like, again, it's the upwind, the downwind, the base, and then the final. So it's just box pattern. But no, I mean, you not always are you going to box pattern. An arrival might take you in on a dog leg, and you're going to end up flying an intercept, heading a dog leg intercept to fly to join the final approach course. So just depends. Delta 3531, Denver clearance on request, standby. You were calling for clearance, correct? Sure, totally missed who was calling there.
Affirm, Delta 3531.
Delta 3531, after clearance on request, standby. Who else was calling unanswered?
United 102, we're coming up on 1 left and 1 right, Foxtrot.
United 102, roger, contact the tower 120.5.
Roger.
November 707, Charlie Papa, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6. November 7, Charlie Papa, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6. Okay. I don't know what the problem is here. November 707, Charlie Papa, Denver Center, how do you read? No idea. He's on the right high frequency here too. Definitely should be receiving me. Okay, American looks much better off now. American 715, contact San Francisco Tower at Duyet 120.5.
Going to Tower 120.5, American 715. Good day. San Francisco Tower, American 715 is with you on the ILS 28 left approach.
American 715, San Francisco Tower, wind 270 at 18, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land on 28 left, American 715.
I had 2 calling at once there. Who else was calling?
United 102, holding short, 1 left at Foxtrot.
I did 102, San Francisco Tower, cross runway 1 left and runway 1 right at taxiway Foxtrot. Continue taxi.
Cross 1 left at 1 and 1 right at Foxtrot. I will continue taxi for United 102.
November 707, Charlie Papa, Denver Center. How do you read? Oh, we lost him. Okay, so that's Nordo. Fantastic. Delta 3531 clearance.
Ready for Delta 3531.
Delta 3531 cleared to Salt Lake City Airport, foot 3, departure, Kremling transition, then is filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain a 10,000, and just for you, transponder code 5051.
Clear to Salt Lake City via the foot 3, Kremlin transition,
it's
then
an
as
inside
filed.
joke, he'll get it.
Climb via the SID, except maintain 10,000 and 5051 on the squawk. Delta 3531.
Delta 3531 read back, correct. Expect runway 25 for departure.
Expecting 25, Delta 3531.
Anyways, secret way of vectoring. No, that's just, again, it's just a term for like box patterning somebody, or, just the box pattern, your typical, upwind, downwind heading, base heading, and then final. But yeah, I mean, are you going to box pattern all the time? No, but generally speaking, like, an arrival is going to dump you in on the downwind. You're going to end up, just box pattern for the downwind with vectors to the final. If the arrival doesn't take you to an initial approach fix that you're clearing the aircraft off of. Or like I said, in some cases, like, the Big Sur, the Surfer arrival that comes into San Francisco is going to set you up kind of for a dogleg. So in that case, you're just going to kind of give like a dogleg vector to join the final. That's not really a box pattern at that point. That's just a dogleg. So again, just kind of a term. Mitsubishi 7 Charlie Papa, Denver Center. Not sure what happened to him. No idea. Maybe the radio died or something. If you lose your battery power, I know that'll kill your radio. So I guess right now there's really nothing we can do for him. He's going to have to figure out that he can't hear us or something and try to contact another center frequency. So. I want to play this hockey thing here, but we've got to wait since we've got a bunch of people coming up here.
San Francisco Tower, Nina 102, holding short 28 left.
Ready to 102, San Francisco Tower, hold short of runway 28 left, landing traffic.
Roger that. United 102.
Roger, that's also not really a great readback for an instruction like that, too. It's like you really need to explicitly read back the hold short instruction with your call sign. Again, I understand he gets it, so I'm not going to push it now, especially since the aircraft is through the intersection now, so we can just line up and wait. United 102, runway 28 left to line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 28 left, United 102.
American 715, keep rolling down through the intersection of the ones and exit. Actually, it looks like, okay, you're turning off onto Lima now.
I got off on Lima. Sorry if I didn't. If I should have announced it.
All right, 715. Yeah, you should always roll down through the intersection of the ones landing at San Francisco because you're going to have departing traffic coming out on Foxtrot there for the 28s. Since you're off at Lima, turn right on Foxtrot, cross runway 1 right, runway 1 left at Foxtrot.
All right, I'll turn right Foxtrot and cross runway.
Off to a good start today.
The right and left runways over there. Sorry about that. Thanks, American 715.
United to 102, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff, wind 270 at 18.
Clear for takeoff, 28 left, United 102.
American 715, taxi via Foxtrot and Alpha to the ramp, monitor ground point 8.
Okay, Foxtrot and Alpha to the ramp. I'll monitor ground point 8. Thanks for your help, and sorry about the pilot error, but it helps to learn.
715, yep, affirmative. And, okay, it looks like you're possibly joining Foxtrot 1 here. Can you confirm which taxiway you're on right now?
Yes, I am on.
Off to a real good start.
Yeah, I am on Foxtrot, and I'm about to cross 1 left, if that's okay.
715, okay. I'm showing you on Foxtrot 1 right now. Just continue on Foxtrot 1, cross runway 1 left and runway 1 right, and taxi via Alpha to the ramp.
Okay, so I can cross the next runway and continue on Alpha. It's probably my old scenery.
Foxtrot 1's been there for as long as I can remember. American 715, roger. Okay. Yeah, I can't actually, I think anything I've had, okay, so we've lost 7 Charlie Pop again. Remember, 707 Charlie Pop, radar contact lost. United 102, contact NorCal departure.
NorCal departure, United 102.
Maybe we'll get a slight break here to be able to play this video after United checks in. We'll see.
NorCal departure, United 102, 2,700 for 3,000 via the SID.
United 102, NorCal departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Flight level 190, United 102.
Okay, see if I can swing this over here and get this in real quick. Oh, I just happened to notice too, my thing's not showing the right, I gotta fix that too. Well, that's my fault. I'll get to that in a second.
And the save is made. But a terrible change by the Canadians. There it is. They don't even have enough bodies on the ice. United States with the puck. And a save on Amanda Kessel. That's really good coaching by Rob Stauber, recognizing that quickly. Augusta with an opportunity in front.
In the experience here, Megan Augusta, 4-time Olympian, stepping out in front, having the confidence to do so.
Up the near side for Lee Steckline. Picked off by Megan Augusta. Drive and a glove save. Here comes Monique Lamoureux dropping it off for sister Jocelyn. Deflected in front of the save by Lacasse. Long pass for Amanda Kessel.
University of North Dakota.
Grant with a shot. Erwin Johnston up front. Boulan and Fortino at the point. And a save made by Rudy. Out to the right point for LaRock. Puck directed towards the net. Now out in front. Score! Augusta!
This whole play starts going around. A little bit of miscue by Team USA following the puck.
And now a 3-on-2 back the other way for Canada. Nurse with a shot. Score!
Starts with a quick pass from the defender. Looking to pass, looking to pass. Good things happen when you throw the puck at the net. Watch how passive Canada is right now in their defensive zone.
Now Keller with a drive deflected. Another save by Lacasse. Puck is loose.
Team White at a penalty shot.
Here comes Lamoureux. To the net, through her legs. Backhand shot turned aside by Lacasse.
See if she pulls across and then tries to elevate on her backhand. Poetic justice to try to win another gold on the 20-year anniversary.
Here comes Kendall Coyne with a shot. Score!
You create time and space, protect the puck, and then you send your teammate through the launching pad.
Behind the net for Hillary Knight. Out in front. Big save by LaCasse. Into the United States zone. Spooner cutting wide. Now throws in front. Score!
It's like she's stopping, but you're right. She turns the blade, moves forward. Oh man, that's a close call.
So the call in the eyes change. It's a kick. No goal.
No goal. Now it's Brandt from Cabernet. She stayed on side. Fires of the save. Down to 10 seconds. Puck shuttled up the boards with 5. Time winding down on the United States. Folzer with a shot. Bouncing puck in front. And that will do it. Time expires. Canada wins it 2-1.
Oh, this was actually a different game. I'm sorry. This was a USA. When was this one here? February 15, 2018. Oh, this was the first matchup that we had with them. Okay. I got to see if I can find the one for yesterday. Maybe this was it.
You could see it. Some were loose, some...
No. That's a different one here, too. Let's go back here.
Here comes Spooner. Moving in on Holzer. Backhand shot. Saved by Jeebus.
So that was the first matchup I think we had. It was probably last week.
The United States. Let's go.
Finding the hole.
See if I can find the good parts. Sorry about that, guys. That was actually...
Save made by Jeebus. We go round by round. Jocelyn Lamoureux.
Here's the
2
one.
goals apiece in the shootout. Lamoureux moving in on Jeebus. She beats and scores.
That was really an awesome goal. Really freaking badass goal right there.
That's as good as you're going to see anywhere.
Great move, great hands, great deception. Finding the hole right there.
That was really good.
We saw her take a shootout earlier in this tournament, unable to capitalize. Makes it count today.
Must beat Rudy.
I heard that this whole game was really good, though. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch it.
The United States wins gold in Pyeongchang.
Cool stuff. Yeah, very cool. So anyways, yeah, the Lamoureux sisters, like I said, they both went to the University of North Dakota, and I've watched many games with them. Got it 102 contact Oakland Center 127.45 for hire.
2745, not a 102.
All right, let me see if I can fix this too, because I just realized my display is like totally screwed up here for this for some reason.
Oakland Center to 102, 17000 for flight level 190.
United 102, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
350, not a 102.
Looks like Liz was at Liz. No. Liz just started playing hockey. All right, so for some reason or another, this doesn't want to work. I may have to actually restart. Maybe I can do that. Well, actually, no, that's not going to work. I have to restart this here. All right, I'm going to be back in like 30 seconds, guys. I'm going to restart the OBS software. I think that should fix the issue, but I will be right back, so don't go anywhere. Hang on one sec.